Hey everyone, it's Rita. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. So if you're new here, thank you. I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is click the red button that says subscribe and then you won't miss any of my videos. So for today, as you can tell in the title, we've got a very exciting eyeshadow palette. Sort of like first impression eye look, which of course it's what I'm using right now on my eyes. And it is the newest Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. So first off, look at how beautiful this palette is. I absolutely love the pink with all the rose gold detail. I mean, it is, I feel like it's super feminine without falling into kind of like the cheesy, childlike makeup. I absolutely love it. I think it's such a beautiful box and kind of like the gold eyes here. It's just so pretty. But for the most exciting part, of course, it's the actual palette. And honestly, whenever I opened the box, I received this in the mail maybe like almost a week ago. It's fairly new. I literally got so excited. I was like, oh my god, like my jaw just dropped. I absolutely love Charlotte Tilbury. So whenever I saw this palette, I'm not even joking, I was so excited and so impressed because I absolutely love rose gold. So this is what the palette looks like. It's absolutely stunning. I just loved it. Without even swatching it, without even opening the actual palette, I just thought it was the most beautiful thing. Okay, so then whenever you actually open it up, it comes with the usual kind of like little insert, which the eyeshadows itself don't have any names. They're separated by trios. This is a 12-pan palette. They're separated by trios, and each one has like a prime, an enhance, and a smoke shade. So this is the little plastic thing. I really always get rid of them. I don't keep them. This is my second palette of hers in this kind of like bigger 12-pan palette. The previous one that I have, I absolutely love, and that's the, what's the name of this one? The Starry Eyes to Hypnotize. So this one came around the holidays, I believe around October, November date. Absolutely stunning also. It's beautiful. It's again in that Pillow Talk line. So the colors, of course, are going to be very rosy, very pink, very stunning. She has, again, 4 trios, one of them called the Day, then the Desk, which is an all matte. Then you have the Date, which is a second one that's all matte, but this one is a little bit darker compared to the Desk one. And then you have the Dream. So all of them absolutely beautiful. As you can tell right here, this is kind of like a little overlook of the whole palette. Very stunning. I do, of course, already have it on. This is the first time that I ever used it, so you're gonna see my actual first impressions whenever I'm doing my eye look. I'll show you real quick how I did it. It was very easy. I just wanted to go for like an all matte look. It retails for $75 and you can find it right now, I believe, only at the Charlotte Tilbury website. It's not available at Sephora right now. I'm sure it will come up because I did the holiday palette, the other instant eye look from the holidays was released in Sephora too, but for now you can find it at Charlotte Tilbury. And she actually expanded the Pillow Talk range in both her lipsticks and her blushes. So there was originally only one shade, which I have here. It's what I'm wearing on my lips today. I did use both the lip liner, which I cannot find, the lip liner and the lipstick. So this is the lip liner and lipstick. This one is in the original Pillow Talk shade. So here you go. This is the color. Very pretty. But I feel like a lot of people were complaining whenever she came up with this one because it was kind of like marketed as a universal, beautiful pink nude, you know, like for everyone. But of course, everyone has different skin tones, different undertones, and this wasn't particularly perfect for everyone. Again, it retails for $75, so that's kind of like a steal whenever you're thinking about her usual little quads, which again, I have here her original Pillow Talk. This is what it looks like, and this one's retail for, I believe, $56 or something. So whenever you're looking at, let me show you right now exactly how much it costs. They are $53. So whenever you're looking at a 4-pan palette, that's $53, and then you have the 12-pan for $75. I mean, it's really not much like to think about. You definitely get a good deal whenever you buy the 12-pan. I've said this, I think I've said this a lot of the times here on my channel. I absolutely love Charlotte Tilbury. Every single item that I've tried from collection, I absolutely love. I absolutely love it. Again, I haven't used the whole palette, but I'm pretty sure everything is gonna be as beautiful and as pigmented and as smooth as the matte ones. So yeah, let me just kind of like really quick show you how I did this eye look, and then I will show you some swatches on my arm, swatching every single one of the palettes. I'm just gonna go into the enhanced shade of the Desk Trio. So this one right down here, and I just want to use it because it's a very kind of like pretty salmon-y color, very much like, you can't really see, but like very similar to the sweater that I'm wearing. So I kind of like just want to start as my first transition with this shade. To start doing windshield wiper motions on my eyes with this shade, and this is very pigmented, which that's kind of like a very normal thing on her mattes. I feel like mattes are usually more pigmented than the shimmer shades, and this is very, very pretty. This eyeshadow just blended like really easily and like a dream, just super blendable, very, very easy. Okay, so for my second color, I think I'm gonna go for a darker, sort of like brown from the shade Date. Again, also from the Enhance. So it's gonna be the middle one from this Date Trio. And I'm gonna use the same exact brush, and I'm just going to sort of like start kind of like bringing it out here a little bit, kind of like a cat eye, sort of just pulling it back. And then of course I'm gonna bring it into my crease, but a little bit lower on my crease, not too up like I did with the other first shade. It's a very, very pretty color. It's kind of like a darker camel color, very pretty. These browns are sort of like my favorite. Just finish up this little flick right here. Okay, so I just kind of like started. I didn't realize that I forgot to mention, but I'm gonna go back into the Desk Trio, and I'm gonna go to the very first shade, which would be the Prime, and I'm gonna use a shadow that's just called the Shadow Brush, and I'm just going to kind of like start applying this on all over my lid. I'm gonna go for like an all matte look. I didn't really think I was gonna do this, but I don't know, this color is really pretty, and it is very, very pigmented. So again, that's the Desk shade, so the very first one. The Desk is the all matte trio, and the Desk and the Date, and oh my goodness, this is super pigmented, and it's blending in without any problem, and it's just very opaque and very pretty. So that's the shade, and I thought it was gonna be a little bit more in the brownish shade, like more lighter brown, but it's coming up more as kind of like a very light salmon shade, which is very pretty, don't get me wrong. But that's not the color that I was expecting whenever I put it on. But it's even better because it goes on with my sweater a little bit more. I'm gonna go on to my first brush, and I'm gonna use the shade Dream, so the kind of like darker, very pretty pink up here. I'm just going to add a little bit of pink because I feel like these three colors that I started using are too similar to each other. So I'm just going to include a little bit of pink just to kind of like differentiate more the eye look. Finish up the eye look, I'm just going to go again into the shade, into the Trio Date. I'm going to use the darker brown, so this one right here. And with the, what is this? The brow brush from the Mario set, I'm just going to start doing a little bit of a wing line. That's how the wing is looking. The problem is always having them match. make this video a little bit shorter than my usual very long ones. I absolutely love this palette. There's no way of putting it around. Like when you saw my intro, I was very excited for this palette. Charlotte Tilbury is one of my very favorite brands out there. I already mentioned that. It's just known, if you've seen my channel, that I absolutely love every single thing that I try from her. So that being said, this palette has very, very beautifully pigmented, soft, buttery, blendable shades. Like honestly, I know I said that I haven't used all of them, and I haven't. I just kind of like swatched all of them, and they just blended out like on my skin just very, very easily. They're super soft, very pigmented shadows. I would highly recommend you pick this up as soon as you can, because I don't doubt that it's gonna go out of stock pretty soon. I believe this is gonna be a permanent collection. Her Pillow Talk is a permanent collection, but I don't know if this specific 12 pan palette is gonna be a permanent, because all of her 12 pan palettes are always kind of like a limited thing. So if you can, and if you're interested in purchasing this, I would highly suggest you do it, because the eyeshadows are just beautiful. You definitely have to be a pink lover, because this is mostly pink shadows. You have like the date, and even the desk is a little bit pink. So the desk one is the lighter matte. You do have the middle shade that is very kind of like pink, but the date one you can definitely go for more like a brownish. The darker one is more of kind of like a purple undertone, so this one right here on date. But overall the palette is, I would say, just for pink lovers. So if you don't like pink, I wouldn't even suggest you look at this, because it is very much a pink palette. If you are starting in makeup, I think this is going to be like a very easy palette, because again, she has four trios kind of like pre-done for you. So if you don't want to kind of like think about your makeup, or you are just getting into makeup and you really don't know how to mix and match palettes whenever, especially they're more than like a little quad or a trio, you're kind of like scared of dipping your toes into bigger palettes, I highly suggest this one, because you can literally just go, okay, so today I want to do kind of like the lighter, I want to go for an all matte light, a no matte dark, I want to go for like a really pink beautiful look. You literally only have to follow the palette and you'll get a beautiful look. I didn't do it this time, I just wanted to kind of like mix and match. But I think it's a great palette for someone who's just beginning into makeup, and it's kind of like scary whenever you're starting makeup and you don't know what to do with such a big palette, because 12 colors can be a little bit intimidating, but this just makes it super easy, and the blendability is just there, so you don't even have to worry about like, if I don't blend enough, it's gonna look harsh, it's gonna look weird. It just makes it super easy. And honestly, for $75, I know it sounds like a lot of money, but if you're looking into purchasing anything from her line, you know that if you get the kind of like the quad, these are $53, and if you get the bigger 12 pan palette, you're gonna pay only $75. So I would highly suggest to pick it up if you're interested in trying Charlotte Tilbury, and if you want sort of like start kind of like into like more luxury makeup and luxury eyeshadows. This is going to be a great kind of like a great makeup to include in your collection. So anyway, I think I'm just rambling at this point. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!